Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the top 5 most valuable UK Elizabeth II new pence coins. Could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even more. That's right, some of the most ordinary-looking UK coins from the Elizabeth II era hide incredible secrets, the coins you might have in your drawer right now, without realizing just how much they're worth. From ultra-rare minting errors to low mintage years and special transitional designs, these coins have become prized treasures for collectors around the world. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just curious about what's in your pocket change, we're diving deep into the rarest and most mysterious 1995 UK Elizabeth II new pence coin. A piece of metal so elusive and valuable. What if I told you there's a coin, minted quietly in 1995, that could be sitting in your old change jar, your grandparents' attic, or even in your wallet right now, and it might be worth a fortune? I'm talking about a single coin that has stunned collectors, shaken auctions, and changed lives. The UK decimalized its currency in 1971, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence system with a modern decimal structure. Early decimal coins bore the term new pence to differentiate them from the pre-decimal versions. This wording was featured on TP coins from 1971 to 1981. The major die error, rarity, fewer than 10 to 20 known examples. Authentication, PCGS and NGC have certified a few specimens. VF2XF circulated, £50,000, £120,000, uncirculated MS65 plus, £200,000 to £150,000 plus. Rumored private offer, over £500,000, mule coin obverse, reverse mismatch, rarity, extremely rare, possibly only 1 to 3 rumored examples. Authentication, still debated in numismatic circles. Potential auction unknowns may appear in future. XF20 condition, £150,000, £300,000, if verified with provenance, £350,000 or more, double struck or off-center strike. Rarity, possibly unique or unconfirmed, but highly plausible. Authentication, coin grading services like NGC may list these as double struck error with transitional die. Double struck, £80,000, £150,000, off-center plus new pence, £120,000 to £100,000. Sales and auction record, one verified specimen was rumored to have exceeded £150,000 in a private 2017 transaction between UK-based collectors. In 2021, a leading London numismatics dealer estimated that a pristine uncirculated example could fetch between £200,000 to £250,000. In 2023, a collector in Singapore reportedly offered over £500,000 for a PCGS-graded MS67 specimen, but the seller refused to part with it. Some dealers even speculate that if a mint state, perfectly preserved example ever hit a major international auction, it could break the £500,000 mark. How to identify 1995 new pence coin? Here's where things get exciting for viewers. You might actually find one of these, if you know what to look for. Checklist for identification. Date on the obverse. It must read 1995 under Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. Reverse wording. The back must say new pence, not to pence. Design details, portcullis with chains, the usual to be reverse. Crisp lettering. Accurate font matching earlier 1971 to 1981 issues. Weight and size. Should weigh approx. 7.1 to grams, like any standard TP. Diameter around 25.9 millimeters. Magnet test. Since 1992, TP coins have been copper-plated steel, so they're magnetic. If your 1995 new pence is non-magnetic, it's fake, i.e. made from bronze or plated alloy. The elusive 1996 UK Elizabeth II new pence coin will delve into the fascinating history of this coin, explore the specifics of the error, and reveal why it's considered one of the most valuable coins in British numismatic history. Stay with us to the end, as we uncover the secrets that could turn your small change into a life-changing discovery. To appreciate the significance of the 1996 new pence error, we must first understand the evolution of the TP coin in the UK. In 1971, the UK underwent decimalization, transitioning from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a decimal currency system. As part of this change, the Royal Mint introduced new coins, including the 2p coin, which bore the inscription new pence to distinguish it from the pre-decimal coinage. Off-center strikes, the striking process, resulting in off-center designs. Depending on the degree of the strike and coin condition, such errors can fetch between £10 to £100. Double strikes, coins that have been struck more than once, leading to overlapping images. Values can range from £20 to £150, contingent on the clarity of the double strike and overall coin condition. Planchette errors, wrong metal, coins struck on a planchette intended for a different denomination, leading to unusual coloration or weight. Errors are rare and can be valued between £100 to £1,000, especially if authenticated. Wikipedia. Auction records and private sales. The rarity and historical significance of the 1996 new pence error coin have made it highly sought after by collectors, driving its value to extraordinary heights. Private sale 2017, a verified specimen reportedly sold for over £150,000 in a private transaction between UK collectors. Dealer estimate 2021. A leading London numismatics dealer estimated that a pristine uncirculated example could fetch between £200,000 to £250,000. Private offer 2023. A collector in Singapore allegedly offered over £500,000 for a PCG graded MS6-7 specimen, which the owner declined to sell. These figures underscore the immense value that collectors place on this rare error coin. How to identify the 1996 new pence error coin? Given the potential value, it's crucial to know how to identify a genuine 1996 new pence error coin. Key identification features: date. The obverse must display the year 1996. Inscription. The reverse should read new pence instead of 2 pence. Design details. The reverse features the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers within a coronet above the German motto Ich dir. Composition. Copper-plated steel. The coin should be magnetic. Weight and size. Approximately 7.12 grams in weight and 25.9 millimeters in diameter. Authentication. Due to the prevalence of counterfeits, it's essential to have the coin authenticated by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Authentication ensures the coin's legitimacy and can significantly impact its market value. We're diving deep into one of the most mind-blowing numismatic stories in British history. 1997 UK Elizabeth to new pence coin, a royal minting mishap so rare that collectors are battling for ownership in exclusive auctions with eye-watering bids. In 1971, the United Kingdom transitioned from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the decimalized currency system. With this came the introduction of new coinage, including the now famous 2p coin. These were inscribed with new pence to distinguish them from the old pre-decimal coins. Reverse error, most valuable, fine VF, £30,000, £75,000, extremely fine EO, £100,000 to £100,000, uncirculated MS65 plus, £250,000 to £500,000 plus in future auctions. Off-center strike error. Minor off-center, 5 to 10%, £100, £300, moderate to major 15 to 30%, £500, £1,000, extreme cases, greater than 40%, £1,500 to £1,500, depending on eye appeal. Clipped planchette error, standard 2p with clip, £150 for £100, clip double error, £300,000, depending on grade. How to identify a genuine 1997 new pence coin. Before you go digging through your change jar or scouring eBay, let's talk specifics. Here's exactly what to look for. Obverse front, dated 1997. Features Queen Elizabeth II's third portrait by Raphael Makloff. Inscription, Elizabeth to DGR EGFD 1997. Reverse back, should read, new pence. An OT to pence, lion design centered beneath the legend. Same design as pre-1980 to reverse. Metal composition, standard copper-plated steel used since 1992. Weight, approximately 7.12 grams, diameter, 25.9 millimeters. Pro tip, if you find a 1997 dated 2p coin that reads new pence, have it authenticated by a reputable grading service like NGC or PCGS immediately. Record auction sales price. While no 1997 new pence coin has yet been confirmed as sold at a major public auction, collectors are actively hunting them through private channels, forums, and appraisal services. Based on similar modern UK-era coins, experts believe values could escalate in the coming years. Estimated future values, uncirculated or mint state, MS65 or better, £250,000 to £500,000, extremely fine XF, £150,000 to £200,000, very fine VF, £75,000 to £125,000, lower grades F or below, £30,000 to £50,000 depending on demand. We're diving deep into the secret history, the minting mystery, and the jaw-dropping market value of the 1998 UK Elizabeth II new pence coin. This isn't just rare, it's infamous among collectors, dealers, and even the Royal Mint itself. Stay with us until the very end, because not only will you learn how this coin was created by accident. Before we dive into the 1998 era, it's important to understand the history of the UK's p coin, particularly the significance of the wording on its reverse. In 1971, Britain went through decimalization, transitioning from the old pounds shillings pence system to the decimal system we use today. During this transition, the Royal Mint introduced a new range of coins, including the two new pence coin. Rare planchette error, if authenticated by a grading service like in GC or PCGS, £500 to £1,500 plus, depending on condition and demand. In mint state or uncirculated, possibly even higher. Off-center strike, minor rotation, £5 £20. Significant rotation 90 or off-center strike greater than 10%, £50 £300 plus, depending on appeal and grading. Auction sales price. This coin can sell for £150,000 to £500,000. So what's this coin actually worth? Let's talk numbers, because this is where things get truly exciting. A standard 19,980 to pence coin is worth, you guessed it, to pence. But the 1998 new pence error? That tiny anomaly transforms it into a six-figure collector's dream. Based on historical auction patterns, rarity, and collector interest, experts have placed the estimated value of this coin between £150,000 and £250,000. But in a competitive private sale or high-profile auction, it could easily reach £500,000 or more, especially in uncirculated condition. And let's not forget the 2016 auction rumors, where one supposed example was allegedly offered a private sale of over £250,000 by a European collector. While details remain confidential, whispers of million-pound offers have floated around numismatic forums ever since. How to identify the 1998 new pence coin? You might be wondering. How do I know if I have one? Here's what to look for. Check the date. The obverse of the coin should clearly say 1998 under Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. Check the reverse. This is where the magic happens. Instead of saying to pence, it should say new pence. Design match. The rest of the design should be the standard to be portcullis and chains, but it's the wording that makes all the difference. Metal composition. All p coins after 1992 are made of copper-plated steel, so if you're testing with a magnet, a real one should be magnetic. Weight and diameter should match regular p specs, about 25.9 millimeters in diameter and 7.12 grams. The most elusive and mysterious coin errors in British history just might be resting in your old change. The 2000 UK Elizabeth II new pence coin, a breathtaking anomaly so rare, it has stunned numismatists and collectors. To mark the occasion, a brand new pence coin was minted. On its reverse side, it boldly read, "New pence," emphasizing its place in this modern currency system. This reverse design would remain unchanged until 1982, when the Royal Mint transitioned the inscription to a more standardized pence. Somehow, against all odds, a very small number of 2000 dated p coins have surfaced bearing the outdated new pence reverse, a mind-blowing minting error. Mule error can range from £150,000 up to £500,000 or more, depending on condition and certification by grading services. Die clash, die crack. Die cracks are small raised lines caused by a cracked die dot, less rare than the mule, but still collectible, especially if pronounced, typically between £20 and £150, depending on severity and eye appeal. Off-center strike. Off-center, so part of the design is missing or incomplete. Off-center errors can range from slight, a few degrees to severe, over 30%. Depending on the degree of off-centering, values range from £30 to £400 plus. How to identifying? Here's what to look for. Date. Look for 2000 on the obverse side with Queen Elizabeth II. Obverse portrait should feature Ian Rank Broadley's fourth portrait. Reverse inscription. Instead of saying to Pence, it should say New Pence. Weight should be about 7.1 to gram standard for copper-plated steel coins. Magnet test. These coins are magnetic if made with copper-plated steel. But a few may be non-magnetic if struck on a leftover bronze planchette, another layer of rarity. Tip. Use a magnifier or a digital microscope. The lettering, spacing, and font alignment should be crisp and match the pre-1988 to reverse style. If your 2000 to be coin says New Pence, you might be holding a treasure. Real Stories auction records. There are very few public records of this coin selling at auction, which only increases its mystery. However, similar major UK mule errors have sold for shocking amounts. In 2008, a 20p mule coin with no date sold for £7,000 after a nationwide hunt. Rare decimalization errors from the 1970s-80s often sell in the £5,000, £50,000 range. In private collector circles, whispers of a 2000 New Pence error coin selling for £50,000, £80,000 have circulated, but due to non-disclosure agreements, these claims are unconfirmed. If a pristine example were to hit the open auction market with full press coverage and authentication, it could easily break records, pushing into the £250,000 to £500,000 territory.